have it here. Now I will read this correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I skipped ahead before.
You're just so excited.
Tom Cruise is at the top of his game in the film critics are calling the best mission ever. Ethan Hunt and Cruise and his IMF team embark on their most dangerous mission yet to track down a terrifying new weapon that threatens all of humanity before it falls in the wrong hands. With the fate of the world at stake, a deadly race around the globe begins. Confronted by a mysterious, all-powerful enemy, Ethan is forced to consider that nothing can matter more than his mission, not even the lives of those he cares about most. Dead Reckoning Part 1. This one got hit with COVID.
Yeah, and you can tell sometimes.
Especially now that we've seen the last one.
Yes, this last one, it was good.
All these big budget action movies are going to have wonky blue screen once in a while.
Yeah.
But the ones during COVID, you're like, oh, that's actually a lot.
And I get it. It's fine. I mean, I'd rather them have be making money doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Putting people to work.
Well, famously, the audio leaked of him yelling at people.
Yes, because...
Although we know now, it's just like he was kind of overreacting. But they didn't know at the time.
They didn't know at the time. And the idea is and at the time, the one person catches it and you shut the whole production down. And it's,
I think he had to beg whatever government to let them film there.
Yeah,
He's
no,
please,
I mean it was
we'll do whatever we have to. Please let us film here.
Yeah.
This one had a bit of a delay, and I think that inflated the budget. This is the only one that has underperformed financially. But also, the summer of 2023, you had multiple part ones.
Yes.
So there was, from what I hear, Fast and Furious 10 was actually a part one, left off on a cliffhanger. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse ended on a cliffhanger.
Yep.
And I feel like there was another one.
There might have been.
But I can't remember. So I think by the time this came out, they're like another cliffhanger. At least it was advertised that it was a part one.
Yeah.
So I could see some people going, you know what? I'll just wait till part 2 and I'll watch it then. Yeah. And it came out, I think, a week or two before Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
So there was a lot going against this movie. But the movie itself, I think, is pretty good. It's definitely the most sci-fi of all of them.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today, and I really enjoyed the sci-fi aspect, but I felt like this one was just too long, which I feel about most part ones.
Yes. Yeah, because they're trying to set up everything for the next film.
I know, but I feel like what ends up happening sometimes is that they basically what could have been an act 1, they turn into a full, you know. And this one was 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I think they were.
So it just felt there's lots of really good stunts and lots of good action happening, but it just, for me, from a story standpoint, you're well, we really only accomplished maybe 25 minutes of plot, and it took them over 2.5 hours.
Yes. This one's about The Entity.
Yes.
No, not the horror film The Entity, starring Barbara Hershey. A different entity, AI, an evil AI. And
topical.
Look, there's been a lot of evil AIs. In fact, remember the movie Eagle Eye with Shia LaBeouf?
Oh, man.
Michelle Monaghan from Mission Impossible 3 and 4, and Fallout was the character in that film. Evil AI, it's always been around. It's been around since 2001 Space Odyssey film-wise.
Yeah,
anyway.
right?
But I guess this came out in 2023 when a bunch of AI stuff was coming out, so it's fresh in everyone's mind.
Yes, a lot of ChatGPT. It was 2023, or was that 2024?
I'm sure it was around there, yeah. That's when it really started to blow up. Maybe a few years before, but it didn't get real popular until then.
Yeah.
Now it's all over the place. And there's pros and cons to it.
Yes.
When it comes to film, I'm hoping to God, whoever Google's paying to make bots on Twitter saying VO is great. That's their new AI video thing.
Oh.
And they're like, look, Hollywood films are done for. And I'm like, that character's eye keeps moving over. And I'm like, and I'm pretty sure you snipped whatever the best results of your prompts were, and you're leaving a lot out.
Short, but
yeah, that's the thing. So some people are all on. Some people are like, I'm anti-AI everything, and I'm like, Well, buckle up, buddy, because that's where the industry's going. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people that probably before us were like, digital editing?
Right?
No. Photoshop? You just airbrush. I'm like, well, it's coming, buddy. You better
Yeah.
be prepared a little bit. But yeah, I think there's also other people that are like, I can just do the whole movie like this. And I'm like, and it'll look like shit.
Yeah, and we
Like
will know.
when CGI kind of became affordable in the early 2000s and a bunch of direct-to-video movies were like, look at my movie. Like, yeah, it looks terrible. It looks nothing like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to go through that with AI. So yeah, but so I get annoyed with it when people like overdo it or like over rely on it. It's just like, that looks really bad. I did a whole, actually on this channel, there's a whole bonus stream that I did with my cousin Monica and Joey C. We did it live at the brewery. We looked up the fake AI movie posters that were getting recommended to me on Facebook for movies that clearly don't exist, and we were just ripping them apart. Like none of these make sense. There's one with Keanu Reeves, and he's got a gun with 1 million barrels on it that aren't connected to anything.
I love it.
So yes, there's a evil AI. It came from a Russian sub. Well, we learned that's not the actual origin.
No.
It came from a Russian sub, and it's slowly starting to take over like the internet and everything. People are all the intelligence agencies are terrified because they don't know what to believe because it
Right,
can
it's like
manipulate
it's
anything.
changing like all the archives and your images.
Yes, and they learned that there is a crucifix key that needs to be put together to go into a sub and like rewrite its source code, but they don't know where the sub is.
Yes.
They don't know anything. So basically, like it's Ethan on the hunt from everyone again.
Classic
Ethan. And also Ilsa on everyone's hunting her again. And he has to deal with a person from his past. And skipping ahead to the next one, we never really learn what their deal was. So it's
No, we don't. I was a little disappointed. I thought we were going to bring that up.
yeah, we flash back. So at some point before he was an IMF, Ethan must have been like a thief or something.
Yeah.
And he worked with this man named Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel killed, I guess, a woman that he loved.
Yep.
And Ethan has, at that point, Ethan got arrested and was given the choice to join IMF. He's now like been made aware that this guy is alive, and this guy is working for the entity. And the entity, like, they can't use any of their cool gadgets.
No, because the entity can control anything through, the internet.
Yes. Like, they're wearing like the glasses because they're looking for the key.
Yeah, to like.
Yeah, they're looking for the key, and that's being handed off to someone. This is where we get Grace, played by Haley Atwell, who, Vanessa Kirby and Rebecca Ferguson weren't enough, Angela. We needed Haley Atwell. And we needed to make sure she was wearing a vest and a button-up shirt the whole time. But don't worry, that next movie fixes it. So they throw her in this as like a thief, which is fun. Reminds me of 2 a little bit.
Yes, it definitely had that vibe of like of 2 of like partnering up, and that's a nice little like extra thing you can play around with because like Ethan isn't a thief. Like he
was at one point.
No, well, they even say he's like framed. Like in the newest movie, they're like, you were framed for, and like because you were framed, you had to join IMF. So who even knows what he was doing there? You know what I mean? But
yeah,
he's like that. You get all that cool sleight of hand, like trickety tricks again that we had in the second movie.
But I like that he has glasses that are tracking her. But when he sees the bad guy, the AI erases the guy.
Yes.
So they're at a disadvantage here. They're like, we can't use our stuff. And I like that the AI faked that there was a bomb in the airport.
Everyone's like, oh no, there's a bomb here.
So like there's a whole tense sequence where Benji is trying to like disarm a nuclear bomb, but they don't want Ethan to know because he's dealing with the cops looking for him.
Yeah, he's like, he's got too much going on. He doesn't need to know.
And he's like, the
bombs.
bomb's made of riddles. He's like, what about this? And he's just like, wait, what? It's a nuclear bomb. He's like, a nuclear bomb. You can interrupt me for a nuclear bomb.
That was such a good scene. It's just like, tell me what the riddle is. You can interact. Like, it's just like trying to like get riddles out of Ethan as he's like getting hunted through the like TSA line.
And the movie fakes you out in the beginning thinking Ilsa died. They bring back, she's like a sniper. She gets killed by Gabriel's men. There is another fake out where like all the intelligence agencies are meeting with Kittredge, a character from the first film who wanted to take Ethan Hunt in because he thought Ethan Hunt went rogue, but really it was Jim Phelps. And I love when he interrupts that whole meeting. Like, he just gasses all of them.
He's just like, we're done.
And he tells me, like, you need to let me do my thing. Leave me alone. I'm going to get this done. They have to find the keys. That's the most important thing.
That's the important thing. Because you need both of them to make it work.
So, yeah, it ends up leading them back to Max's daughter, who, again, I'm sure has a name, Vanessa Kirby.
Yes.
So you get Vanessa Kirby, Rebecca Ferguson, and Haley Atwell all in the same scene.
Because she's again the broker, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, my client wants these keys.
Yes. And then there's the reveal that the client is the entity. And they're in a big nightclub. And I love that the graphics on the screens are just the entity's evil eye that we saw earlier on the Russian sub. But then we were joking. It's like, wow, so the entity had to like organize a party, find dancers, go through all the dancers' pictures, and be like, that'll be a good one.
Like, did it like hold like auditions and just like review people's self-tapes? Like, what was going on?
I think
like-
so, actually. And yeah, Gabriel's there. So the entity we learn picked Gabriel for a specific reason. So the entity is constantly thinking of like scenarios and stuff. And the entity knows. The entity is smart enough, Angela, to know as long as this Ethan Hunt guy's around, I'm fucked. Because he always stops every world-ending plan ever.
There's been a lot of them over the years, over the 30...
Yeah, 30 years. Yeah, it will be 30 years next year. Jesus.
Yeah, 96.
God, that first one came out when I was in first or second grade. Oh, my God.
You're old. Not me.
Fuck you. Like a year or two younger. Shut up.
Like half a year younger than you.
You're like, I'm here enjoying my youth, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they realize the entity organized it, and it wants Gabriel because it knows it'll fuck up Ethan.
Yes.
It'll throw Ethan off his game, and Gabriel does the ultimate villain thing, like choose which one you want to save.
Yeah, real Sophie's choice.
Yeah, your loving on again, off again, casual thing, Elsa. Oh, it's implied that Ethan had sex with Vanessa Kirby's character. They apparently came to some agreement afterwards. And also, she's not fully bad. She's filled in with her mom's deal with like helping the intelligence agencies. Well, as much as she wants, I guess.
She's like, I'm just here to make money.
Yeah.
I'm not here to be evil, but if I do evil to make money, like happens.
But yeah, so he does like the whole like plan where he's just like, I'm gonna kill one of these people. And it's like, well, he doesn't really know Grace that well. He just needs her to, steal this shit. But yeah, it leads to an exciting chase. And there was a fun chase actually before this where they're driving through Rome.
Yes, the Rome chase.
The CGI was rough in it.
Yeah.
The digital backgrounds were rough in it. Oh, and I forgot our bad guy. The bad guy's henchman, I think her name's Palm something.
Oh yeah, what is her name?
In the movie, I think her name was like Paris, which is funny because I think she's French.
Yeah, she speaks French the whole time.
Yes. She's like Harley Quinn, kind of.
Yeah, they like kind of toned her down for the second movie.
Well, the second one, she's got other things going on. She's like, I'm pissed. My bad guy betrayed me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
she's like, oh, got that.
She drives like an armored SUV all through fucking Rome,
she's
just
like,
murdering.
Pure chaos the whole time. She's got like this wild makeup on for half the movie where she's like.
But yeah, she gets into a fight with Ethan when he's trying to like meet up with Gabriel, who's going after Grace. He tells Ilsa to get away, but Ilsa decides she can take him.
I was hoping it'd be you.
She's like, I can do it.
And sadly, Ilsa dies in this.
She does.
And everyone at the time, so I reviewed this initially when it came out on the wrap up, and my friend Adam said, she's not dead. She'll come back.
No, there's no way that's the final nail.
I'm hoping
no way.
It's not. I'm hoping it's not, because that felt pretty cheap.
It did.
And then I saw an interview with her where she's like, I love playing Ilsa, but those movies are very big and very time consuming, and it stops me from doing other roles I might want to do. And I mean, come on, she had to go play Lady Jessica in Dune Part 2, okay? She needed that time. But yeah, sadly, she dies. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. She was like one of the best new additions to the team.
Right? But
they've tried other people on the team, but other than Simon Pegg, Ilsa was like the only one I really liked.
Grace is pretty cool in the second one. Grace is decent.
Grace gets better.
Yeah.
Yes. This one, not so much.
Not in this one because she wasn't a love interest.
Yeah.
So she didn't get to be super cool yet.
That was the weird part. Her becoming anyway. Yeah. So now this guy has killed 2 women that Ethan's loved. He's working with the ultimate enemy ever.
Yeah.
That will destroy everything.
Worldwide.
Yeah. So it leads to a train heist.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, someone is going to be buying these keys from Vanessa Kirby's character. We got to intercept it. We got to get you, Grace, to go in there undercover with the mask and everything and be Vanessa Kirby and get the information from the dealer.
Yep.
And at the same time, Ethan Hunt needs to infiltrate that train to, make sure he gets the guy.
Yeah, he
or
can't
something.
get on the train for some reason. I forget.
Yes,
Like a
and then they're
normal
going to need
person.
to escape afterwards with the key. They want the key so it doesn't get into Gabriel's hands or anyone else's hands. They
Right.
want to get it from there, and he's going to escape. And I think they make a copy key or something like that. So it's fun. Grace does the whole thing where she's Vanessa Kirby, but Gabriel, because he's working with the entity, and the entity is letting him know what it thinks Ethan will do, he sabotaged the train to go way too fast.
Yes.
And then I love that you really can't trust the government, Angela.
You can't.
We learned that Carrie Elways, who didn't know, by the way, I love that literally the CIA was probably like the only ones who knew who they were. Because they're like, yes, the IMF. He's like, the International Monetary. No, there's another IMF, the Impossible Mission Force. He's like, what the fuck is that?
He's like, that you're lying. There's no way you would just call something the Impossible Mission Force. I like they called that out.
Yeah, we find out that turns out the Russians didn't make the AI.
No.
They were just trying to make a sub that was undetectable to anyone. And I said they did that in Hunt for Red October. And Sean Connery gave it to the Americans. Anyway, so it's implied in the beginning that the Russians created this AI, and it turns out the Americans made this AI to fuck with the Russian subs, but then the AI became self-aware and started like just working on its own. So like Carrie always really wants to get like all this information and stuff he wants to control the AI. That's the thing. No one really is out to kill the AI because they're like, but if we control it, then we can manipulate everything and it'll be fine.
It'll be all right. And it's fine.
And he meets with the bad guy, Gabriel, because he's like, I want to work with you, Gabriel. I know I'm the only one who knows the location of this. And then Gabriel kills him.
Yep. He's like, great.
Yeah, because Gabriel is like all chaos. He's like, I want the entity to win. I love killing people. It's awesome. He even tries to kill Blondie because Ethan spared her. And this leads to her character change in the next one.
Yeah.
But yeah, then on the other side, the person who wants to buy the keys is Kittredge from IMF.
Because he wants to control again, they don't want, they're evil in the sense of they think they can control evil, right?
Yes.
But they don't actually want to end the world. They're just like, oh, like America would be safer if we had this. And like everyone else is like, no.
That's what happens in Terminator. If they turn on Skynet, it becomes self-aware, and the first thing it does is like, all right, let's launch a nuke at Russia and just let this play out.
Right? Like, hey.
And then it's like, and now I'm going to make robot skeletons, and I'm going to enslave humanity.
I
don't know why Skynet did that.
Enslave humanity or make the
They just kill humanity. You don't really need them, really, I guess. I guess maybe it needs them in the beginning to build some stuff, but then you can just
like once you get enough, like you get like solar panels going, then you don't need them anymore, right?
Am I confusing it with the Matrix?
Matrix is the one where they're like the people are the batteries in the Matrix.
Yeah,
That's why they can't kill the people.
Because humanity like nuked a bunch of stuff and it caused nuclear winter and they don't have any sunlight.
Yeah. So they
and
like
the
have
robots
to use
never
humans
thought to like build a tower that pierces the sun. Anyway, sorry. Matrix episodes. Go back and watch those. So yeah, everyone wants to control it. No one wants to kill it. Ethan is the only one who wants to like kill it, but he doesn't know the location of the sub.
So how can you kill it?
Yeah. So it leads to the big stunt of the movie, which they kept showing. They show it here. He drives a motorcycle off a cliff.
Yeah.
Now, he really drove that motorcycle off the cliff.
He did.
Looks great in a promo video. They built a giant ramp and then covered it in CGI rocks, so it looks very fake, even though it's real. It's like, okay.
Again, it's like...
The skydiving part looks cool.
Right, yes.
But the motorcycle part, I'm like, that's a very
sky,
fake-looking ramp. Ugh. And then it leads to the train sequence, where, like, eventually, characters are revealed. They get the stuff. There's a big fight. He fights Gabriel, and that's the thing. Luther tells me, he's like, Gabriel has the information we need.
We cannot kill him.
We cannot kill him. You have to bring him in. But at this point, Gabriel has killed people close to him. So like Luther is just like, I know you're going to want to kill him. Or Simon Pegg, one of them tells him, it's like, but you have to not kill him. And there's a great moment where he's on the train pointing the knife in his neck, and then he like gives up. And then there's the other American agents, gray-haired guy who whatever his name is, we find out he has a different name in the next one, which was bizarre.
They wanted to just try and tie it all together.
Yeah. So yeah, Gabriel gets away with the key. And then he has to go in and save Grace from this train crashing. And like the train going over the cliff is awesome. It reminds me of like Lost World where they're pushing the truck over the cliff.
This whole like runaway train was making me think of Anastasia.
Okay.
With you know, like the little like
I don't remember the movie that well.
Oh my gosh!
I remember there were
like,
bats and Rasputin.
He's got his green weird things.
I remember those. I don't remember a train.
And they like come and they like pull the lever off the train so you can't stop it. And it's like whoosh, 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 and they have to like jump off the train. It felt very reminiscent.
Got you. So that is fun where it's like going over.
Yeah, and then it's like, falling
him jumping.
off.
I love how he jumped off the thing and then he saves her by crashing into the train accidentally.
Oh yeah, so he's just like,
even when he's not trying, he's the hero. So yeah, the train going where he's grabbing Grace, but then this part is like he's like, I'm really into Grace now. It's like, man, your girlfriend's not even like cold.
She's not even in the ground.
I'm sorry,
yet.
not your girlfriend. Your on again, off again, casual thing.
Yeah.
Your casual work fling.
Yeah. When the arms dealer isn't around.
Yeah. So he gets the information he needs. He has the key. He's gonna get out of there. She gets the key from him, and I like that Gabriel timed everything out. He's like, I'm going to jump off the train at this moment. There'll be a truck there, and I got to figure it out. But then he realized the sleight of hand. Ethan switched the key, and he's like, fuck!
It's just like a lighter and not the key.
Yeah. And also before the jump, I love when Benji is just like, and then just jump. And he's like, what do you mean just jump?
It's like,
you just jump. He's like, there's wind. I don't know if I'll get far enough. I don't think I can have enough room. And Benji's like, I'm just under. I love when Benji's having meltdowns,
like,
even though
it's like in a car
Tom
somewhere.
Cruise is the one that has to do all the things.
But I liked on Benji's side. I feel like in all the other movies, like Tom Cruise is just like, I'm gonna just do this crazy thing, and Benji's like, that sounds insane.
Yeah.
And he's like, I got it. So then Benji's like, just do insane things. And there's the one time Ethan Hunt's like, what do you mean?
He's like, no, I get to say when we do insane things. You can't recommend insane things to me.
This is all we do is like, it's a crazy high stunt thingamabob.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it was this one or the previous one, but this is the start of the we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. That becomes like the running quote of the series.
I'll figure it out.
Because famously,
No
like Mission
plans.
Impossible, it's always fun when they come up with a plan and then something like gets fucked up and they have to improvise. So I like, we'll figure it out. We'll figure something out.
Like they really just stopped making plans at one point of these movies.
Yeah. So we learned that inside the sub is the original source code, and that's the only way to take over the entity. Ethan has the key to do it. Gabriel I guess Gabriel might be the only one who knows the location of the sub. Grace joins IMF.
Yeah, she does.
She gets recruited by Kittredge. And it gets left off on a really fun cliffhanger. I like this one. But it was weaker than his other two. Yes. And I think most of that was like just the jarring CGI backgrounds, the COVID
like the
stuff.
Pacing,
There's too many characters, I think. I guess Rebecca Ferguson wanted out. I wish she didn't leave and we didn't do as much as I like looking at Hallie Atwell. I wish we didn't do the Grace character and had it a little bit more toned down. It is a little longer than it needs to be. I agree. The AI thing is goofy. I like it, but
I think because I am not a computer coder, I can just say I'm pretty sure this source code thing is not how it works. But like, I don't know enough to be that annoyed by it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'll accept it. I'm sure it's not
I do
accurate.
like that they have a low-tech bunker that's all analog radio stuff and 2 monitors. And then like Luther leaves in the middle of the movie. He's like, Ethan, I can't tell you where I'm going, but I have to do something.
Yes.
It's going to take all of my knowledge and skills to do something to this. So it's a pretty fun cliffhanger. I guess everyone who did watch it eventually when it hit like Prime and stuff liked it. because this next one is actually doing very well, and I think it had a huge opening weekend.
I mean, got a pretty big marketing budget. I've seen it everywhere.
Yeah, because it's this
Like-
final one. But yes, that leads us. Oh wait, so yeah, what are your final thoughts on Dead
Yeah,
Reckoning
I
Part
think
One?
just out of the four,
Or like, don't mention the fourth one yet. We're getting there.
Okay. Well, okay.
Compared
From
to
the
the other two.
first, I think it's the weakest from the
Of
other
the
two.
three so far, yeah.
I think it's still better than 2.
Although that motorcycle.
I mean, besides the way that 2 ends so amazingly, it just goes for it. But,
You know, he can do all those flips, and then he's in the train. He's like, "Whoa!" I'm like, just do a flip.
just do a flip. You're so good at them. But yeah, it's like of the first 3 of his movies, I think it's the weakest. I think it's just the pacing.
I think it is a build up to everything. But then when we get to the second one, they start adding more stuff. And I'm like, okay, it would have been nice to get more of a payoff in the second one instead of just more build up to something else.
Yes, I just because like the
They introduce more characters next.
They do. Well, so that's like a kind of nice thing about the 5 and 6,
Yeah.
where even though it was like 6 was a sequel,
Yeah.
like 5 was a complete movie with an ending, with like a kind of like it told a story, and then like 6 just was like, all right, we're gonna build off that
And
story.
it fills you in on what you need to know.
Right. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I think
Like,
that was done.
I think my ex, I think I showed her Fallout, and she got what was going on because they
Right,
lets you
'cause you're
know.
like-
It fills you.
Yeah, you know, you're like, oh, in case you forgot, like this is what we're doing, and but it's still like it builds. It's not just like it doesn't feel like we smash cut to like next day,
Yeah.
and this one just felt like it was just like
There's a lot
we
going
didn't
on.
go anywhere. It just felt like there was so much happening that
Yeah. I don't think we needed a like crazy manic pixie henchman who paints
Yeah,
her
right?
face, who will become a good guy next.
I like her much better in the next movie.
Yeah, although the press for this was really funny because I think I told you in the commentary, but like they had her do interviews and Simon Pegg had a walkie in her
Oh
ear.
yeah.
And he told her, like, he would just tell her things to say. And, like, he told her to, like, just randomly mention that she had a dead dog that made her sad. And then at one point he goes, use the word hashtag as much as you can. So she just kept saying, yeah, so I did this, hashtag that. And the girl interviewing her is like, what? So that was fun. And that's the first time I saw that actress without weird bug eyes, because I've only seen her in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies where she has weird bug eyes and antennas. I'm like, oh, she actually looks normal without the antennas.
Right?
We cut to the latest one.